Well, hello, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your February the 26th Spiritual Principle Day in a meditation. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this meditation. It is entitled The Practicality of Step 3. Oh, that sounds so interesting. The practicality of Step 3. Many of us believe that every day we abstain from using or take suggestions from our sponsor, we are taking practical action on our decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of our higher power. That comes from the NA Step Working Guides, Step 3, Turning It Over. Sometimes we get anxious about how we are faring in recovery. Are we doing enough to stay clean? Is our concept of a higher power crystal clear? Have we struck the right balance of NA versus life responsibilities? When was the last time we reached out to a newcomer, like really made an effort? Stop trying to do it perfectly, a member suggests. Just stop and turn it over. Just turn it over? Just? The concept of turning it over to our higher power can be a tough one for many of us. We can be confused about what the it is that we're turning over, who, what we're turning it over to, and what turning it over is in the first place. Luckily, we have plenty of opportunities to explore this concept in recovery. We can answer all the questions in our step working guides. We can discuss it with our sponsor. We can ask other members we trust about their experience. We can devour every passage on the third step to be found in NA literature. But let's all just take a moment and consider this. Since we are reading these words right now, we are clearly taking a practical action of turning our will over. Whether alone or with a group, we are in our higher power's will at this very second as we take in this moment. This is all inclusive, whether we have tons of time clean or are wrestling with our recent relapse. Right now, right now, as we are reading these words or hearing them read aloud by another member, we are having a spiritual experience. We don't have to force it or define it or wonder about it or control it. We can reflect on it. So simple, so practical. Right here and now, in this moment, I'm applying the spiritual principle of practicality. I don't have to do anything else except acknowledge it. Isn't that a powerful meditation? I apologize for the hesitation. I'm working from two screens and one of them jumped horribly and threw me off my reading. However, I think that this meditation, the practicality of step 3, is an amazing one. I'm enjoying the way that it expresses how sometimes we don't really grasp the wholeness or the totality of turning it over to a higher power or to the God of our understanding. We get confused on these little tiny compartments of that whole statement of step 3. When we start to say, okay, I'm turning it. What is it? Is it my day-to-day living? Is it when I wake up and brush my teeth and decide to wear the clothes from yesterday or change and wear something fresh today? Is that it? Or is there a different type of it? Like, is it what I'm choosing to eat? Is it how I'm choosing to interact with another person? What is it? Turning it. What is all of this? And you can get so wrapped around this topic that you start spinning out on it. And all this meditation is trying to acknowledge today is that we do that. We get inside of our heads and we start chasing our tails, and we want to know the true definition, the real definition. Is the real definition my definition or your definition? Hold up a second. The meditation is saying that one thing is certain, that if you're listening to this meditation, you're reading this meditation in this exact very moment, you are within your higher power's will for you. Just keep it practical, because we have learned if it's not practical, it's not spiritual. And we try to overthink things. This is the first place that I came to that I learned that I don't have to really think a whole lot. In fact, the less that I think, the better off that I am. Because when I get back to thinking and meditating on these things over and over and trying to get it just right, my best thinking got me here. This is not a place. Narcotics Anonymous is not a place. No, we're not saying don't think at all. Of course, you're going to think. But in the way that we obsess about things, that's not needed here. You can stay right in today, just for right now, in this moment, and value this moment. Staying present to receive the present. Just do that. And I guarantee you, if you just practice moment by moment, staying in the moment, before you know it, you will have learned how to get through the day in a relatively peaceful manner. We just deal with what's right there, what's right now. Deal with that. Cope with that. Don't be preoccupied about the next thing, because you need to handle this right now in front of you to the best of your ability. And I know your higher power will give you everything you need in this moment, so that when you get to the next moment, your spirit is free and peaceful. My name is Mighty Stream. I hope you have a beautiful day today. I will be talking to you tomorrow.